Do any of you have a friend or a neighbor who's always bringing home the good stuff? When I was growing up, I grew up in a pretty wealthy area. My folks were working class people. They definitely put their pants on one leg at a time. They were educated, but they wanted what was good for their kids. And they sent us to a good school system. But I do remember some things about my hometown, which is it was kind of known for what I'm going to call top hat and no socks. Or some people nowadays calls it being house rich and broke. What do I mean by that? Because you're successful, if you run out and buy a new sports car, is that a smart financial decision? Is going out and getting toys and blasting out there for everyone to see and being a show off, does that mean you're successful? I'm not sure that it does. There was a book put together in the late 90s called The Millionaire Next Door. And in that book, the authors talked about a study where they did a profile inventory of some of the most successful small business owners. And if you haven't heard of the study, you would be surprised. Some of the most successful people are the quietest about it. They drive something that's very practical and reasonable. The next time that you're looking out at people that are successful and you're admiring those people, always think to yourself, is this top hat with no socks? Or are they really rich and successful? And I think once you look through the situation, you might feel better about yourself. As human beings, we tend to compare and contrast. We are often making comparisons of I'm here and somebody else is there. So when you're out there looking about and you're making comparisons between yourself and somebody else, maybe they're older than you, maybe they're younger than you, maybe they've been in business a long time, maybe they just got started. When you're making those comparisons, always be thinking about that top hat and no socks. And be thinking about making a comparison of where you are compared to where you were a year ago. That's the best comparison to make. Don't compare based on they have a fancier car or a nicer house. Some of those people have nothing in the bank. You should really pride yourself if you have a savings, if you have paid up properties, things like this. I mean, in today's economy, that's really rich if you have a paid up car or a paid up house.